If I could be 50 again, here's exactly what I would do. Exactly. And I'm 67, so I'm coming from a place of 17 years of looking back. And here's one thing that I want to say that I think is so critical and so important, and you can hang everything on this one sentence, and that is, you do not need a permission slip to live the life you want. What you need is gumption. What you need is guts. What you need is the understanding that this is your one life. You don't get a do-over. You don't get to trade your body in like it's some old car and get a new one. You don't get to live it all over again. You got now. And you don't know if today is it or if you're going to get the next 10 years, the next 20, the next 30. At 50, you're starting to go into menopause as a woman. At 50, your kids are getting older and growing up if you've had children. At 50, you're in a place in your career where maybe you're starting to question a couple of things. Here's the deal. You don't need a permission slip to change your mind. You don't need a permission slip from somebody so that you can do something different. All you need is to listen to what's inside of you. Your intuition will tell you if you allow it to. Inside of you, by the way, this is science. Did you know your gut, that gut feeling, that is like your second brain. Listen to it. It's talking to you all the time. So, as a woman who is 67, if I were 50, I would stop being afraid of what everybody else was thinking. I would stop waiting for that permission slip, and I would just get off the dime and start today. That's what it's all about, you know? I will tell you, I started saving dinner way back in 2001. And at 50, my kids were pretty much grown and getting out of the house, and I was still cooking chicken breasts on TV and doing all kinds of things, but I wasn't in love with what I was doing anymore. I was kind of scared to pivot and to do anything different. I was 60 when I finally said, you know what? There's more to it than this. There's more to it than me being in the kitchen all the time. Nothing wrong with cooking. Nothing wrong with wanting to get a good meal on the table. You know, it's important. But there's other things too. Why can't I talk about those? So I risked it. I got up the gumption and I did it. And 7 years later, I'm still doing it. I'm in the middle of writing a new book. I've got all kinds of things going on, speaking gigs and what have you. And all I'm saying to you is if you are a 50-year-old woman and you're sitting there and you're thinking, this isn't quite right, you have that tug in your heart, listen. For heaven's sakes, listen. And listen, I have a substack called The Blooming Era, if you want to go see that, ERA, The Blooming Era. And right now, my If I Were 50, here's exactly what I would do differently is blowing up if you want to go read that. It's free, and I invite you to go over to Substack and take a peek at that. Anyway, I hope that helps.